We are back on the trail again today for section 5 of the John Muir Way. This is the next stage of our journey across Scotland on this long distance walking trail that stretches 134 miles across the Central Belt from Helensburgh on the west coast to Dunbar in the east. Today we're taking the train back to where we ended last time at Falkirk, where we'll pick up the trail again and follow the route to the Union Canal and later the River Avon, ending in the historic town of Linlithgow. Signs of the type of walk this is going to be today. It's been about 20 minutes and we've already stopped for a coffee because we are in the absolutely gorgeous Callander Park. I've never been in this park before. We're in Falkirk all the time and I've never been in this park before. But we're now just standing outside Callander House. There's great facilities in this park. There is a public toilet, always key when you're on a long distance walking trail, and a lovely little coffee stop that we've had. So we've grabbed some coffees and we're going to probably wander through the park as opposed to march through it. There's a lot of activity this morning. There was a run going on, so this area of Callander House seems to be the finish line, so lots and lots of activity. Other sign of the type of day it's going to be, it is both raining and sunny at the same time. It's raining and sunny. I have sunglasses on that are getting wet. A sign of times to come, I think. But let's take a wander through this park, which so far I'm so impressed with. It is absolutely beautiful. There's so much to do and see. I'm going to go explore. Ross just reminded me of a key point. We passed a sign that said I'm trying to grab my coffee at the same time. Passed a sign that said there's going to be an open air cinema in June with wicked sing along. Must do. We are back on the Union Canal. The Union Canal runs from Falkirk through to Edinburgh. I'd heard this stretch of the walk could be quite long and boring, and after the long walks on the Forth and Clyde in the last few sections, I honestly wasn't looking forward to this part. I was very pleasantly surprised by this part of the walk though, which felt a lot more closed in and peaceful than the Forth and Clyde. There were no boats in the canal today, which left plenty of space for the local wildlife, and with the constant breeze blowing flowers and leaves from the trees, it lent this whole part of the walk a bit of an otherworldly quality. Bonus points, although at times it did feel quite remote, this is a great section in terms of facilities, with a Tesco superstore just a few steps off the canal, which meant we were able to stop for a decent rest and refuel break along the way. This aqueduct is the longest and tallest in Scotland and carries the Union Canal over the River Avon. It's 247 metres long and 86 feet high. Now, while I'm not generally afraid of heights, I will admit I felt all 86 feet as we crept our way along the cobbled path. I did cross this aqueduct like Bambi on ice, then past a local walker who sped across it while looking at his phone, just to give me a little bit of perspective for the day. But we did get to enjoy some amazing views from the aqueduct while trying not to look down too much. Okay, we are about 13.7 kilometres into the day now. We've just crossed over the Avon Aqueduct and we are taking the opportunity to enjoy another bench here on the Union Canal before we leave the Union Canal behind, and we are going to pick up the path alongside the River Avon. A nice sign here saying Linlithgow welcomes John Muir Way walkers and cyclists. And this has given us an idea of what's ahead. You can see the sign right there. We are here, and we're going to follow the path along the River Avon, and that's going to take us up and into Linlithgow itself. It's also given a nice little preview of some of the attractions in Linlithgow. You have the Palace and St Michael's Church, the Borough Halls, the Cross, the museum, which I believe is where we're going to be stopping today to get this all-important stamp in our passport in Canal Centre. Now before we do that, I have to traverse these steep steps. I think for this we will put the camera away. Well, we have made it to Linlithgow and we have a 5th stamp in our passport for our troubles. So we're here, we've made it, we're in Linlithgow. I have to say this first of all, I have never got past the psychological barrier of the final mile. Anytime that I know I have one more mile to walk, my body shuts down. It doesn't want to go any further, it's had enough. If you have any tips for getting past that mindset in that moment, please drop them in the comments below, because it is brutal on that last mile. I just want to sit down in the nearest bus stop and refuse to go any further. But we did, we've made it. Now this is quite a special point, I think, because as you would have seen in the passport just a moment ago, we are now at the halfway mark. We've completed 5 of the 10 sections of the John Muir Way, so we are halfway through this challenge. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't really that convinced that I would make it as far as this. How are you feeling halfway through it?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better than you are right now.
The humidity today and the changeable weather,
it's been something.
Has been something to experience today. But no, I do feel good. I'm glad that I've made it. I'm glad that there was a bench at the end of it here as well. We've had our passport stamped. Ross went over to the Linlithgow Museum, which is a free entry museum here in the town, and got the stamp in the passport. Just over our shoulders is the Borough Hall, and behind that is Linlithgow Palace. Now we're not going to visit there today. We have been to Linlithgow Palace a few times. If you would like to see the palace, if you'd like us to do a standalone video showing a bit more of the attractions here in Linlithgow, or indeed on any of the places that you've seen so far on these videos, again let us know in the comments below. Yeah, after this section is a section that I have been looking forward to since we started this. When we come back on next week's episode, potentially next 2 weeks episode, whenever we come back and we do the next section, we are going to be walking from here in Linlithgow across to South Queensferry, and that's going to take us the Three Bridges route. It's going to take us past Blackness Castle. It's going to be a cracking one, so don't forget to tune in for that one. That's going to be a really good one. I'm really looking forward to that one. But other than that, that is us for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that stuff, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.